Which is more interesting, having a self talk to yourself or practically talking with the other person, maybe on a telephonic conversation, or maybe you are having a video chat with the other person in English? So, which is more interesting, also, which is going to give you more results? So, here I want to tell you my experience and let's just get started. Hello everyone, my name is Nootan Deep and welcome back to my channel. So when it comes to do your speaking practicing, it is important to speak out your thoughts in English, and actively you have to do it. Not you just store all the things in your mind. Passively you are doing a lot of things, you consume a lot of things, by browsing so many things on YouTube or any other platform. But when it comes to implement all the things by doing your speaking practicing, you are not doing that much, and you are not doing your practicing up to the mark, then this is not going to get you results. If you definitely want to have some results while doing your speaking practicing, I would say, and I would just recommend you that you need to have a good talk, English talk with other person. Maybe it could be a telephonic conversation in English, or maybe it could be a video chat with your friends, your relatives, or anyone. It could be anyone. Okay. So if I tell you my experience, I had talked with my one of my sisters, and it was so much amazing having talked with my sister in English. She has also a good knowledge of English language because since she is a teacher, and also she has her good interest in English language. And when it comes to do it practically, by speaking, she also chose to speak with me. So we talked in English yesterday, and we had a video chat, and it was amazing, I would say, because then when I was talking to her in English, doing a video chat and talking with the other person, maybe it could be anyone, your relative, one of your relatives, or one of your friends, your cousin, okay, your sister, brother, okay. So when you talk with the other person in English by doing video chat, video call, it's definitely going to be so much amazing. Also it will boost your confidence by speaking, because then you have no choice but to speak in English, and that time you have to speak in English. You have only this option, that you have to talk in English if you have already decided that you have to do it on a video call. Okay. So when you decided a certain thought, a certain decision of your own by yourself, that yes, I have to talk in English with the other person on a video call, then definitely you are somewhere just pressurizing your mind to do it, and you have a mindset to talk with the other person in English. So I'm just telling you, as I earlier mentioned you, that I do always self talk by myself, and by doing self talk in English, I do my speaking practicing. So every time, each and every time, I mention all the things whatever I do in my self talk, and how do I do my self talk. And I do not do it on a daily basis also, I have mentioned it to you. But the other experience was that I did a video call with my sister, and both of us were talking in English, and we were doing our best. Okay. So it was quite amazing. Also somewhere it was boosting our confidence to talk, and we were trying to do our best to speak out more and more sentences in English, and somewhere it was magnifying our urge to speak in English. Both of us were doing great. And when uh, we were talking in English, then I realized that it is so much fun, talking with the other person. And when you have the other person to whom you can talk with in English, you can do your speaking practicing, it is going to another level. Okay. And then you can gain more confidence to speak up something in English, and without thinking, you can just plunge into that conversation and talk in English. So it all depends on you. When you choose to talk with the other person in English and you are pressurizing your mind to talk in English, since you have the mindset to talk in English, it will going to benefit you a lot, and you will feel more confident that time. And that happened uh, yesterday, that when we were talking in English, we were having a video call, and it was so much amazing. Also, then I was realizing in my mind, within myself, that yes, it is going to benefit you uh, so effortlessly. Also, it will give you double benefit. Double benefit meaning, when you do your conversational speaking, practicing with the other person via doing a video chat, you will feel more confident because you are having a eye contact with the other person. Also, you have that urge to talk in English, that yes, the other person is asking something in English to me, and now I'm to just talk in English, and I'm to just answer the question in English. You will start searching words and constructing sentences in English, and that will magnify your speed to respond in English. And since I was talking in English, for after so many time. Why I'm telling you this thing? Because it's been it's been long, and I didn't talk with any other person in English. Also, I didn't have a self talk with myself in English. I didn't do my speaking practicing, and even I was not making any sort of video in English. So I was getting distracted from this fact that I have to make my videos in English so that I could do my speaking practicing, and I was not doing that. So when I talked with my sister in English, then I realized that it is going to benefit me a lot if I do speaking practicing, not only with myself, also with the other person. Maybe it could be a video call, or maybe if I talk with the other person, practically I am doing it, and trying to interact with the other person, trying to talk with the other person, or interact with the other person in English, then that will gain my confidence back, and I will restore it again, and it is going to benefit me a lot. The same way, I'm going to tell you this fact: when you do speaking practicing, that is going to get you result, definitely, of course, yes. Whereas when you have a conversation with the other person on a video call, or you are uh, practically you are trying to talk with other person in English, that will going to magnify your confidence and magnify your speed of speaking in English, and you'll have the fluency to talk in English. You will become so much fluent. Maybe you are using simple sentences and constructing it in your mind, and maybe you are getting slipped of tongue as I did. It's completely okay. At least you have started from somewhere, from some tiny point, but definitely it is going to benefit you a lot at some point, and it will advance your English. Okay, so it all depends on you, which path are you trying to follow, and which kind of aspect you have in your mind to do your speaking practicing. Maybe you are doing your speaking practicing by yourself of your own, that's great. And if you have a partner to talk with in English, maybe you do your speaking practicing via video call, it's completely okay. And this is going to gain your confidence so much, and you'll have your results before yourself. So that's all I wanted to say today. Thank you so much.